Alright, YouTube, here we go. We're going to start by taking the air box off. Right here, right there, and back there. We'll disconnect this plug. That hose, it's back there, where is it at? And it is right there. That hose, and this one over here. That hose right there, and we will take that bolt off, and loosen it right here in order to take that air cleaner off. Alright, now that the top part of the intake box is off, I'm going to go over here to the rest of it, pull the air filter out, and you have two bolts holding this on. You have one right down there, and you have one right in there. Now I'm going to remove this black plastic piece right here. Okay, now I'm going to remove this harness right here, and it runs over here to the fuse box, and it's for the battery. Okay, now this is just something I do. Other people might disconnect the lines from the AC compressor and from the power steering pump and leave those on the motor. The way I do it is I disconnect the power steering pump and I hang it over here, and I disconnect the AC compressor and I hang it over there. I also remove the alternator, and I'm going to set it to the side in a box with labeled bolts. Okay, so now I'm going to slide up under the car real quick and undo this little screw head right here on the bottom of the radiator. That is it right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. My camera sucks and the lighting's bad because I'm outside in the driveway. But you're going to undo that, drain the radiator, and we'll move on to the next step. Okay, once your radiator is drained, go ahead, remove the clamp right here, and remove the clamp right here for your upper radiator hose. Remove it. Okay, now that I have everything off the front, I have my injectors unplugged, my coil packs unplugged. I'm going to pull the intake off. Just unplug. I did the fuel lines also, and this, the EGR pipe. Now, I'm going to unbolt the intake and pull the intake off. Okay, now that the intake is off, I'm going to start removing the exhaust manifolds. And I'm pretty sure this gasket, this head gaskets on this motor failed, because look at the prep work on the side of the head. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. You can see what kind of prep work was done. So that's probably my issue. I hope that I can have a machine shop fix that. If not, well, it looks like I'll be getting another set of heads. Okay, I am under the car, and we're going to pull the exhaust manifold completely off. You got 3 bolts right there. You got 3 bolts right up there. And on the driver's side, you have 3 bolts right up there. You see one of them. There's the other one. The other one's back here. Okay. So I'll get started, and then after that, we will pull the motor mount bolts, which are right here. Sorry, I'm on a creeper, so my camera's everywhere. And you've got a motor mount bolt right here, which, if I can get a better shot and show you where it's at, it's right there. Somewhere over there, yeah. So that's it, and we will get started. Okay, I went ahead and removed the exhaust manifold from the bottom of the engine with the engine still in the car, and now I'm going to go back over here and remove this motor mount bolt and the motor mount bolt that's on the other side of the engine. Then we will start on the bell housing bolts, and it will be ready to pull. Okay, now that I've removed the starter and all the bell housing bolts, it's time to get this engine out of the car. Alright, there is an empty engine bay, and there is the motor.